Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
You're most welcome, Major Daud Mtamba. You may have your seat. A warm welcome, Major, to this inquiry, which is being conducted by the Parliament Ad Hoc Committee, investigating the plane crash that took place on 10th June 2024 in Ntongwa, which led to the loss of lives of the former Vice President, Dr. Saulos Chilima, and 8 others. Feel free. Feel free to interact with us. You have a gadget in front of you. When we want you to respond, we'll request you to press the button. Maybe just test it. That's it. And then when you finish speaking, you switch it off. Put it on so I can hear you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Fantastic. Major Mtamba, with me, members of the Ad Hoc Committee. On my right. On my left are members of the Secretariat. Due to time constraints, we will not go into formal introductions. We need to manage the time, understanding that you have given us a favor and a privilege that we can interact with you. We understand the history of where you are coming from. You worked in the military for many years, and you retired in 2015. So we're privileged to have you as an expert witness, not as a witness who was involved on this particular occasion. So we will not spend more time with you, but we just want to get the historical background of how this aircraft was and the technical aspects of this aircraft. But because you are appearing before the Ad Hoc Committee, we will require you to take an oath. If you don't mind, I'll ask Secretariat to administer an oath to you.
I, Daud Mtamba,
do solemnly swear
by the Almighty God,
that the evidence I shall give
shall be the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
So help me God.
Major, as already explained to you, you are an expert witness. So we want to learn from you on how this aircraft operates. You have the historical background on its technical performance, and we've seen you've prepared your presentation. You can read it through or you can talk it through. The floor is yours, Major.
Submission to the Ad Hoc Parliamentary Committee on the Chikangawa aircraft crash. I am 0791 Major Daud Mtamba, retired. I was born on 1st October 1955 at Inchoga village in Mangosh. Went to Likuni Boys Secondary School and Chichiri High School in 1972 and 76. I briefly worked with Times Bookshop as budget control assistant before joining the Malay Defense Force on November 9, 1979. I trained at Lufthansa Aviation School in Bremen, Germany, and qualified as an aircraft technician in 1982. I joined the Zomba Airbase technical team in January 1983. In 1984, I did my type conversion on Donia 27 and Donia 28D2 and continued working on these two aircrafts. In May 1986, I went back to Germany, Frankfurt and Munich for type conversion of 228-200 and a dog chief course. In 1990, I did type conversion on C-47, which was donated to Malawi by the United States to facilitate the Nakawa Corridor military campaign. In 1999, I joined the presidential flight where I did a local induction, working in both Donia flight and the VVIP flight. In March 2013, I went to Munich for an inspector's course at Aerobildung, where I successfully completed as an IASA B1.1 aircraft maintenance engineer. On October 31st, 2015, I retired from the Malawi Defense Force Air Wing. Summary statement: to testify on the maintenance records for the aircraft that the late Vice President used on 10th June 2024, including inspections records, defects, reports, technical satisfaction, and witness assessment undertaken during my tenure of office. Note on this page, the date is 20 on your paper. Change is supposed to be 10th of June. Aircraft maintenance practice. In aircraft maintenance, we are guided by manufacturers' authorized maintenance manuals. These are aircraft maintenance manual, which guides the maintenance crew step by step in the maintenance procedures, complete with diagrams. 2. Illustrated parts catalog. It shows the different spare parts and part numbers to facilitate parts acquisition by the maintenance personnel. We also have wiring diagrams. This aids the electricians and avionics people in fault finding. The structure repair manual. It aids in the repair of the structures. You have component repair manuals, which it gives instructions on how to repair different components of the aircraft. 6. Aircraft operating manual, which guides the pilots. This is the POH, which guides the pilots in the flight operations. Then we have service bulletins. Manufacturers communicate with operators on new developments to ensure safety to the installation of better parts. Service letters communicate to operators on safety technical matters. MAF Tango 03. MAF Tango 03 serial number 8148 was acquired in 1988. By that time, we had already acquired 2 other aircrafts of the type DO-228-200 series. The difference is that being a VIP aircraft, it had fitted extra systems. For example, autopilot, air conditioner, ALT, and other improvements to the area type. It was fitted with a cabin with 2 VVIP seats, a gallery for refreshments, a jump seat for crew, and 7 comfortable seats in the front section. The undercarriage was also improved to handle more payload and a keeled tail section. MAF Tango 03, serial number 8148, maintenance. MAF Tango 03 was maintained in accordance with the ICAO and European Aviation Safety Agency approved manuals. Take logs were also maintained. These manuals were also authorized by the Civil Aviation Authority. 3. When carrying on inspection, 3 people inspect and sign off on the sheet. A technician inspects first, then the dock chief or supervisor checks the same thing, and the inspector checks and signs also off the job. This ensures that no defect is bypassed. Pre-flight inspections. Before an aircraft is handed over to the flying crew, a thorough inspection is carried out and signed as fit to fly. This attachment is not there. We also have, when the aircraft goes out and returns, we have a post-flight where the aircraft, when the aircraft returns from a flight, another inspection is carried to ensure that any defect originating from the flight is rectified. Defects reports from a flight mission, pilots can raise a defect report in the flight logbook, which gets noted by technician when post-flight inspection is done, rectifies before the next flight. Thank you, Chair. I submit.
Major Mtambo, that was a straightforward presentation of how you used to operate then. I will request members, maybe they may want further clarification on 1 or 2 issues. But in your opinion, how have you seen evolution of the technical aviation around the world? How does Malawi compare with the rest of the world? Maybe we can start from there.
There has been quite a lot of improvements in aviation in the world as of today. But Malawi looks to have lagged behind.
Fantastic. Members, you may want to... Yes, Katabe North.
Yeah, thank you, Major Retired Daud. I just wanted clarification, not really a question, but clarification. You presented that this Donia, it was fitted with a VIP cabin, 2 VIP seats, a garage for refreshment, and jump seat. So I just want to understand a jump seat. What do you mean about jump seat? Is it a parachute? Or if there's an accident, the pilot can inject and then get out from the plane? What do you mean about this?
The jump seat is a side seat which can be folded. When it is folded, it aligns with the wall of the aircraft. You can pass, you may not know there's a seat here, but you can unfold it and sit, and it's used to be sat by the crew member. And is positioned exactly opposite the gallery where the refreshments are.
Okay, Chair. Get it.
Thank you, Major. You may drop your mic so that we can communicate. Mwanza Central.
Chair, just a quick one. Major Mtambo, during your time, when a plane goes on a mission, and probably from that mission there is another mission that the plane has been assigned, regarding the checks that you have indicated, how were you doing such checks? You used to follow the plane, say maybe the plane was going to from the airbase, the mission was to go to for instance Lusaka, and as it was in Lusaka, there is another mission and the plane probably flies back to Chileka, but it will have to go to another mission. How were you conducting the inspections?
Thank you, Honorable Member. In such cases, we always have a technician on board. This technician is tasked to do the pre-flight inspection before the aircraft leaves, because he has to check the exterior of the aircraft to make sure that in the last flight there was no damage which can affect the next flight, and all the other inspections also were done by the same technician, after which he also handed over to his pilot to go around and check that everything is safe.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Zombatonda?
I don't have a question at the moment.
Okay, so I'm going through line by line, and then we have Daud Zamayani.
Thank you very much, Major Daud Mtamba. I just wanted to learn from you that you have highlighted that this VIP MAF Tango 03 was a VIP plane, and it was a third one to come into this country. Why do you think, were there any specific reasons why we as Malawi, we liked to buy these doniers? Were there specific reasons why we went for a choice of a donier? Do you know any advantages or disadvantages of a donier if you compared it to other planes, if at all you have any reason? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Member. As far as I can remember, they chose this kind of aircraft because before that time we had other aircraft, smaller ones, from the same country, from the same country and company, which I understand they had better terms because the government was involved, sort of aid, kind of, not completely. So with that background, they went on to choose this one. When they produced a better and bigger one, they went for it. Apart from that, it is common knowledge to the people who are operating these aircrafts, whether in Nigeria, Nepal, or India, that is a better aircraft. In that it is very stable and cost effective. Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Honorable Member.
Thank you very much, Major. Yeah. The silence is golden. From your experience, from what you can recall, did this aircraft ever experience any adverse weather conditions and survived? Was there any tough experience with this aircraft before?
Not one I can remember, but obviously there were times when we met these weather conditions. One time we were flying from Lilongwe going back to Zomba Airbase. We flew over Lake Malombe. As we were flying, suddenly there was a cumulonimbus cloud in front of us. So the pilot had to to react, go very, very high in the air, and we flew up to Zaone, where there were no clouds, and started flying back to Zomba Airbase.
No,
Honorable Member.
Yes, Nkadabe North.
Supplementary Chair, it's Major. So I just wanted to know, what if you get inside that cloud? What is happening? Or what will be happening when you get inside and penetrate and get through of it?
That one, I'm not a competent person to talk about.
Thank you, Major.
It's for the pilots.
Thank you, Major. You obviously witnessed arrival of this aircraft. We told it was about in 1988. You must have fond memories of receiving this aircraft. Am I correct?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Major, do you recall whether this aircraft had a black box or not?
I've worked on that aircraft. I can assure you there was no black box. And even the minimum equipment list up to now does not indicate that there was one installed.
No,
Thank you, Honorable Chairman.
Thank you very much for this useful information. Your institutional memory was very important to enlighten members of the ad hoc committee and also the public out there that are listening to this session. So we appreciate the time that you've taken. You responded to our call. You didn't come as on summons. We invited you because you're an expert witness. We invited you, and we are privileged that you accepted our invitation to share knowledge and experience that you have about this aircraft. So if you have any final comments you want to make, you are free to do so.
Thank you, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members. It has been a privilege to be invited to this forum. I thank you very much.
Once again, we're extremely honored. We're extremely honored to have you. You are our hero. You're a hero in the military service. Hope one day there will be an opportunity to award you for excellence, military service excellence. But it's a pleasure having you here. And the experience you have and the knowledge you have is rich to this country. May God continue to bless you with good health.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and thank you, Honorable Members.
You may take leave, Major Ntambo.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.